Every night, something strange happens inside your brain. Your body becomes still, your eyes close. The outside world seems to disappear, but inside your head, another world can come alive. You might be flying, running through a strange city, talking to someone you haven't seen in years, or experiencing something that makes absolutely no sense. But why does the human brain create these strange stories while we sleep? And perhaps the biggest question is, why do we dream at all? Your brain doesn't switch OFFF. When you fall asleep, your brain doesn't simply switch off. Sleep is an active biological state. Throughout the night, the brain moves through different stages of sleep, including non-REM sleep and REM sleep. And during REM sleep, short for rapid eye movement, brain activity becomes much more similar to wakefulness. This is also when many of our most vivid dreams occur. So while your body is resting, your brain is still working. During a typical night, you cycle through different stages of sleep several times. REM sleep usually appears after earlier stages of sleep, and these REM periods can become longer later in the night. During REM sleep, your eyes move rapidly beneath your eyelids. Your brain is highly active, while most of your skeletal muscles are temporarily kept from making large movements. And this unusual combination creates a fascinating state, a sleeping body with a surprisingly active brain. And that's where dreams become especially interesting. Sheer D.O. dreams comb Ephraim. So, where does a dream actually come from? One important clue is memory. While you sleep, your brain continues processing information from your experiences. Fragments of memories can become reactivated. A face you saw earlier, a conversation, a place, a sound, or even an emotion. These pieces don't necessarily appear in your dream exactly as they happened. Instead, your sleeping brain can combine fragments into something completely new. That's why dreams can feel familiar and completely bizarre at the same time. Imagine your brain as a filmmaker, working without a script. It has thousands of pieces of information, memories, emotions, images, sounds, and experiences. During sleep, these pieces can be reorganized and connected in unusual ways. Your brain may create a story from them, but the story doesn't always follow the rules of the real world. That's why you can dream about being at school and suddenly find yourself somewhere completely different, or meet someone who doesn't belong in that situation. In a dream, your brain doesn't always need reality to make sense. It just needs to create an experience. WHBIDOEE Forget Dreams. But here's another strange thing. You can have an incredibly vivid dream and forget most of it just minutes after waking up. Why? Scientists are still studying exactly how dream memories are formed and retained. But one reason may be that the brain systems involved in creating and storing memories work differently during sleep. So the dream may feel incredibly real while you're experiencing it, but the memory of that dream can disappear surprisingly quickly. Sometimes, you wake up knowing you dreamed something, but you can't remember what it was. Do dreams have a purpose? Now we reach the biggest mystery. Do dreams actually have a purpose? Scientists have proposed several possibilities. Dreaming may be connected to memory processing. It may also be related to how the brain processes emotions and reorganizes information during sleep. Some researchers have even suggested that dreams could be a side effect of the brain's activity during sleep. But there is no single explanation that scientists universally accept. In other words, we know a lot about what happens during dreaming, but we still don't have a complete answer for why we dream. And here's something even more fascinating. A dream can feel completely real, even though you're lying safely in bed. That's because dreaming can involve brain activity associated with perception, memory, emotion, and imagination. Your brain can construct an entire experience without receiving the same information from the outside world that it receives while you're awake. So when you dream, you're not simply watching a movie. Your brain is helping create the experience itself. Ending. Every night, when the world becomes quiet, your brain begins another journey. It searches through memories, processes information, creates strange connections, and sometimes it builds an entire world that exists for only a few moments. We know that dreams are closely connected with sleep and brain activity. We know that memory and dreaming are connected, but the ultimate purpose of dreams remains one of neuroscience's fascinating unanswered questions. So tonight, when you close your eyes, remember this. While your body sleeps, your brain may still be telling a story. Subscribe to FactVerse Official for more fascinating science stories.